How you doing? This is John, and welcome to John's Long Box. Today we have a nice, fun treat for you. It's going through my boxes of comics, I'm making a stack of comics to showcase, and I saw Night Nurse, and I debated whether or not to do this, and then I just said, yeah, I'm doing this one. I got enough to talk about it. So this is a Night Nurse number 1, 20 cents. Okay, look at that corner. She's got the little tear in her eye. Okay, in case you're wondering if this comic is any good, it's great. It's a great first issue, okay? All the glamour, all the heartache, all the throbbing excitement of a big city hospital, the making of a nurse. Just check out this cover, okay? He's hurt bad. I've got to help him. But if I do, I'll lose the man I love forever. Linda, stop. You don't know what you're doing. I don't know. All right. Night Nurse, I don't remember what year. I'm gonna say 1972 based on the 20 cents. So Stan Lee said we don't have enough of a female audience. So they made 3 comics to test the waters to see if they could get more girls to read comics. They did Hellcat, which was Claws of the Cat, I'm wrong. And then Shanna the She-Devil and Night Nurse. And Claws of the Cat was a girl superhero. Shanna the She-Devil was like a girl Tarzan. And Night Nurse. Now, at this point in time, she's not called the Night Nurse. Night Nurse, there's 3 characters. And they're just nurses who work at the night shift. This is Linda Carter. Now, there was a comic called Linda Carter, Student Nurse, from the mid-'60s. And there's a debate on whether or not it's the same character or not, because that had black hair. You know, other people just say that she dyed her hair or whatever. But I don't know. I'm going to say she's the same character. It doesn't really matter. So there was Linda Carter. Not to be confused with Linda Carter, who plays Wonder Woman on TV. This is not Linda Carter, who plays Wonder Woman on TV. Okay, so end of the skinny body. Okay, you mail the check, and after you mail it, your body starts to swell by dynamic osmosis. Okay, so now we have the making of a nurse. What does it say up here? On the threshold of a new career, on the dawn of a new day, graduation day, Linda Carter, student nurse. Oh, so it is Linda Carter, student nurse. All right, confirmation. Must make the most difficult decision of her life, the making of a nurse. So I guess she dyed her hair black when she was a student nurse. Or maybe she dyed her hair blonde, because I think she's back to black hair in modern times. The scene outside the busy entrance of one of the big city's greatest hospitals, where a young woman cries and a heart breaks. Tears. Stan Lee presents the premiere of a pulse-pounding new series by Gene Thomas and Winslow Mortimer. I don't know much about Winslow Mortimer. I do know that Gene Thomas was the current wife of Roy Thomas. Roy Thomas is an editor, not only the editor of this comic, but when Stan Lee left, Roy Thomas took over Stan Lee's position and became the editor-in-chief. Okay, so there's your splash page. I can't be torn in two like this. I've got to choose between the man I love and becoming a nurse, but how can I ever know if I made the right choice? How can I ever know? Oh my, I don't know about you, but I'm sitting at the edge of my seat right here. I can barely enjoy my Twinkies. So these 3 are roommates. I'm trying to look at their names because I don't remember their names. But you got the Burger King Kids Club of you got the redhead, you got the blonde, you got the black nurse. They're all roommates, and they're all working the night shift at the hospital. So collectively, they are Night Nurse. Okay, we'll talk about that later. And Linda Carter was thrilled. These are her parents. She's thrilled to become a nurse. She's going from the ghetto. She's coming from like the hillbilly suburbs or something like that. So she's wealthy. She's poor. She's from the suburbs, and they all study. They all break their chops, become a nurse. I admit it's got to be difficult to become a nurse. I got lots of nieces that are nurses, and I give them all the accolades I can give. Is Charles Atlas? Don't Be Half a Man. I think I talked about this comic strip before, but this is just such a famous comic strip. The insult that made a man out of Mac. Okay? Hey, quit kicking sand in our faces. That man is the worst menace on the beach. So here's little skinny Mac over here with his cutie pie sitting on the beach, and Muscles McGinty over here kick sand in his face. Listen, Mac. Listen here. I can't even read. I'll smash your face, but only you're so skinny you might dry up and blow away. That big bully. I'll get even someday. Oh, don't let it bother you, little boy. Gosh. Darn it, I'm sick and tired of being a scarecrow. Charles Atlas says he could give me a real body, all right. I'll gamble a stamp and get his free book. See, he just put a stamp on an envelope, and when he mailed it, instantly, he got this body. It didn't take long to do this for me. What muscles that bully won't be shoving me around. There's that big stuff again, showing off in front of the face, showing off in front of Grace in the crowd. I need to get a stamp to learn how to read. Well, it's my turn this time. See, he put the stamp on the envelope, mailed it, and then went back to the beach. This is only like 15 minutes later. Wham! Now it's your turn to dry up and blow away. Oh, Mac, you are a real man after all. So, Charles Atlas, let's be totally 100% clear. You put a stamp on an envelope. If you're a skinny little puny guy and the women don't like you, you put a stamp on the envelope, you mail it, boom, you get these muscles, and you could beat the crap out of people because women like muscles and violence. So there we go. So now she's learning how to be a nurse, doing the science, you know, chicks hanging out in her underwear. It's only a matter of time before the pillow fight breaks out, because that's what women do. And I know that because I have a very large woman fan base to my subscriber base, and they tell me all the time that they sit around and they have pillow fights. They invite me, but I'm married. Okay, so here they are, you know, she's a good person. The kid's sick. I don't remember the details, but this comic is in amazing shape. I just realized things are going on. Her parents were killed or whatever, so she can't take it anymore. She goes into the closet and she's crying, and the other nurses were already there doing the same thing. They're good people. I like I said, I imagine real nurses have to develop emotional armor or they can't do their job. So here they are. They just finished their pillow fight. They're in their underwear, being sexy. And, oh, wow. Do you remember this scam? For like a penny, you get like 10 albums and then you get billed for the rest of your life. I fell for this, the Columbia Record scam. $289. Wow. Okay, so here they are. She meets the handsome guy, in you know, because you wear a nice bathrobe, silk bathrobe, pajamas and everything. And I think, yeah, they're falling in love. That's right, they're falling in love. Showing her a good time, dancing on the boat, boats and hoes. They're going to the restaurants, and I think he proposes to her, and he wants her to be like a stay-home wife. The redhead. This is why can't I remember her name? Okay. They're all having similar stories. She's dating. I love the cape they wear. I love that. Just, I don't know, it's just something about it. So she's walking down the street in her nurse's outfit with her little nurse hat, Florence Nightingale hat, black cape. Did nurses ever dress like this? Anybody confirm to me? That would be so cool to go to a hospital and all the nurses dressed like that. Okay, she's taking care of her grandmother. Like I said, they're three good people. And, of course, we're at page 17 now. So we're at page 17. I'd just like to point out, we're at the halfway point, or a little bit more than halfway point. We got the origins of three characters. I'm not going to read it, I mean, but you get the point. The origin of three characters, you see their backgrounds. A lot of stuff happened. If you were to read this, I would estimate you probably good 25 minutes in. Just old comics. They're just wonderful. So deep, so rich. Okay, so now, how come these guys... Oh, that's right. There's a blackout. Ta-da! A blackout. And this guy's about to get some surgery. The doctors have an emergency generator. So, of course, this jerk is pointing to the hospital. How come they have lights during the blackout and we don't? Now, maybe because it's a hospital and there's surgery going on. I don't know. Call me crazy, but I don't mind that the hospitals have secondary generators and your apartment doesn't. I mean, you go watch Netflix later on. Go play a board game by candlelight. That would be fun. Okay, so of course people are coming to the hospital because it's also middle of the summer and it's hot, so they got air conditioning, they got lights, and people coming in, and there's a great, how come we're always one left in the dark, but not Parker, you best leave this place, we ain't gonna live in the dark no more. So this guy's even getting pissed off that I guess it's crazy town, I guess the big, so they're all mad that the hospital still has power. Alright, so because that's realistic, people always during blackouts they always go and get mad at, so all these people getting pissed off. We're going down to the generator, and she's helping people. I'll help. Attention! A shorted cable has caused the area's brownout to spread to a wide city blackout. The entire city is without power. So the blackout is getting bigger, not better. It's getting worse. And these two jerks are, meanwhile, in the generator room. Rock, the guard is dead. We had no call to shoot him. We could have tied him up. Ropes cramp my style. Besides, a pig is a pig. Yeah, the security guard who's guarding the generator in the hospital is a pig. So they're having a bicker. It's like, you've gone too far, or whatever. And she stumbles upon, there comes Linda Carter, and they see them fighting. They want to blow up the generator because of reasons. So he pulls out a gun. He's got a brick and a gun, because when a gun isn't enough, ladies and gentlemen, and I cannot stress this enough, when a gun isn't enough, a brick is apparently it's not enough. Maybe he should also have, I don't know, had a penguin or something. So this guy gets it fights him, and then of course, make sure you do not drop the brick. I cannot stress that enough. Do not drop the brick. And then blam. So he shoots him. Be taller. Too skinny. A lot of body issues in 1972. Oh, I didn't go over I'll go back to that. So this guy gets shot. Linda and character whose name I don't remember. Oh, that's not a brick. It's a bomb. Oh, okay. That makes sense. It's a bomb. That's why he didn't drop it. Forget all my stupid comments. So he's holding the bomb because he was going to blow up the generator. Linda trips him. She catches the bomb, and now you gotta go to shoot. So they're trying to talk him out of it. No, don't do that. Engage him long enough for the fascist pig cop to murder him, because he was just a poor oppressed person who didn't have any power. And the pigs, they just come in and murder people, right? So now this poor guy, he's going for surgery, and the three nurses are upset. So he pulls through, and she sees her husband, the future. Oh yeah, here's the dramatic point. Yay! Look what happened. We saved the hospital. Oh really? I want you to marry me. We're going to Buenos Aires, but today's graduation day. You can and you will. You're my wife. No. You're either my wife or a nurse, not both. But I can't make that choice, Marshall. So they break up, and the tears in her eyes. We've got to be ready, and tomorrow. Okay, so she dumps this jerk, and they walk in together. Okay, more true to life adventures of Linda Carter, Night Nurse. So she actually, next issue, she gets the name Night Nurse. But that was true to life, because that would happen if there was a power. I mean, I can't even count the number of times that there was a blackout and people went to blow up the hospital because they were jealous that the hospital had power. Okay, so here's Claws of the Cat, the Amazing Origin issue. So this was the second of the push to get women audience. I don't know. I just kind of like that. I forget who this was, but this costume bestowed upon her like these feline powers. And later on, they gave the costume to Patsy Walker, who was an original Marvel character, the model. Oh, and I was hoping there would be another ad for Shanna She-Devil. Shanna She-Devil, if you ask me, was the best of the three. This only lasted 4 issues. Okay, yeah, 1972. Okay, so a little deep lore about Night Nurse. So I was wrong. She is Linda Carter, student nurse. Now she's Night Nurse. The series lasted 4 issues. The other two characters kind of faded into obscurity. She faded into obscurity, but she was brought back. It was in Doctor Strange. He brought somebody to a nurse, and she adopted the superhero name Night Nurse. And what she does is now she treats like all of the Manhattan vigilantes after hours. So when when Daredevil gets beat up and his bones get broken, who sets the bones? Night Nurse. When Peter Parker gets a collarbone crushed or whatever, she'll sneak and take the X-rays. And I think there's a group of people that anonymously, I'm sure they have like GoFund stories, stuff like that. So she has access to all this, and she treats. But she's back to the black hair, so we'll say that this was a blonde hair phase. This character showed up in a Nightcrawler story set in a hospital, and he befriended her, so they brought her back. The redhead, I don't know if they ever brought her back. But if you watch the first season of Daredevil, the Eva Mendes character is Linda Carter, Night Nurse. So the character, 4 issues, forgotten about, but kind of had a cult following. Not enough to bring her back in a full comic. There was like a Night Nurse one-shot. It's set in the 80s, and I think they do that every once in a while to keep the trademark active, so other people don't steal the name. But that's Night Nurse. I thought it was kind of fun. It was different for the time. It was a bunch of guys. There wasn't enough at the time. There was romance comics and Archie comics. This didn't go to Archie and romance, but it wasn't enough action adventure to be superhero. So it kind of it didn't really know where it wanted to be, and as a result, it flopped. Same with the Hellcat. Hellcat wasn't too good. That was just a mess. And out of these 3, Shanna the She-Devil, if you ask me, was the best. So there you go. That's Marvel's foray into trying to get Marvel. They try the shotgun approach back then. They'll try anything, and what works they kept with it. What didn't work they dropped and moved on. You can't blame them for trying. I mean, Spider-Man was a shot in the dark. They didn't really have faith in Spider-Man. That's why they didn't debut it in its own comic right away. They did it in the last issue of a comic that was to be canceled. So gotta give props for trying. So that's Linda Carter, Night Nurse. Thanks. Hope you liked the video. Please like, please subscribe.